Relax and follow me. Here I go. Yeah, would be better if you have some water. Have a look at this. She's feeling better today. She's feeling better today. How can I modify the meaning of a comparative adjective? So one use, yeah? Modify the meaning. I'm talking about comparing and contrasting, yeah? Modify the meaning. Modify the meaning of a comparative, yeah? Adjective or adverb. What can I add here in order to modify the meaning? Wait. She's feeling way better. Very good. Tell me more. Tell me more. Less better sounds a bit weird, yeah? Less better. Less would be grammatically correct, but no, not even no, because if you say more better, yeah, more better, less better, no. Quite better, yeah, quite better. Slightly better. Rather better. Very good, very good. Or significantly. Significantly better. You could also say a lot better. Yeah? A lot better. You could also say somewhat better. Somewhat better. You could also say marginally better. Marginally better. You could also say considerably better. Considerably better. So as you can see, there are many possibilities to modify, yeah, a comparative adjective or adverb. In this case, yeah, adjective. Yeah, you can modify it. You can add it more or less intensity. Yeah, with a variety of words. So far, so good. I have a lot of things for you, so. Okay, let's avoid repetition, yeah? Another thing we can do is to avoid repetition after than. Have a look at this sentence. Pete's English is better than John's English. Okay, there is repetition here. This is not incorrect, but the style is a little bit poor. English. How can you avoid repetition in a comparison? You could say Pete's English is better, let's say, yeah, better than, very good, John's. And just like that, you avoid repetition. Another possibility, John's or Pete's English is better than, and then what else can you say? I'll give you the beginning. Better than that of John. Better than that of John. So, possibility number one, to avoid repetition. This is the use, yeah? To avoid repetition. John's, just the Saxon genitive, or than that of John, yeah? Than that of John, to avoid repetition. Two techniques, yeah, for you. So far so good? John's or than that of, yeah? Than that of John in this case. Okay, another thing we can do is to emphasize a superlative, yeah? To emphasize a superlative. To emphasize a superlative adjective or adverb. Okay, let's talk about Lionel Messi, yeah? Messi is the best player in the world. Okay, this is a fact, we all know. It's numbers, it's not an opinion. But we can emphasize this. How could you emphasize it?
Undoubtedly.
I like it, undoubtedly. What we said before, very good, far and away. He's far and away the best player in the world.
Far and away or far away?
Far and away. He's far and away. Or by far. Yeah? Far and away, by far. Easily. He's easily the best player in the world. He's clearly. Yeah, for considerably I would say not a superlative. Yeah? Considerably better, I could say, but not considerably the best. So yeah, possibilities. You have a superlative. Yeah, but you can make it even more emphatic, yeah, with words and expressions like this. Yeah, make a superlative even more emphatic. Yeah, emphasize a superlative. Okay, next, to express that when something changes, it causes something else to change. Okay, easy one, yeah? Okay, please, somebody, Juan, tell me, how do you say in English, cuanto más estudias, más posibilidades tienes de aprobar? Yeah. Okay, this is a structure that we all know. Yeah. The more. You could also say the less. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There are some shorter expressions. Yeah. There are some shorts. Yeah. Shorter expressions that you can just memorize. The more. The better. The more, the better. When you go to a party, hey, can I bring my friends? Yeah, of course, the more. This is an expression. Can I bring my friends to the party? Of course, the more. The more the merrier. Yeah, the more the merrier. This is an expression, yeah. Shall we do it now? Of course, do it now. The sooner, the better. Yeah, the sooner, the better. Okay, these three are shorter expressions, yeah, very handy, yeah, and this is the general structure. The more or the less, the more or the less. The more, the less, yeah. Or you can just use a shorter comparative, for example, yeah, the cheaper, the better, yeah. Comparative, yeah. So far, so good? All right, I'm going fast. Second page, 2 out of 3. Okay, let's talk about equatives now. Equatives. What is an equative? I'll tell you right now. To emphasize similarity. To emphasize similarity, I'll give you an equative right now. You can say something like, always lose a pen. It must be somewhere. Doesn't matter. I'll use the red one. Cairo is as crowded as Sao Paulo. Okay? This is an equative. Yeah? This is an equative sentence. As crowded as Sao Paulo. How can I emphasize this equative? Cairo is as crowded as Sao Paulo, but more emphasis. Very good. Just as crowded as Sao Paulo. Another one? I'll give you one more. No. I'll give you another one. It's every bit as crowded as Sao Paulo. Yeah, so just every bit. Expressions like this can emphasize an equative. So as crowded as, this is an equative, is fine, but you want more emphasis. Just as crowded, every bit as crowded as Sao Paulo. Okay, I can also emphasize a negative similarity. Negative similarity. Negative similarity. Have a look at this sentence. Alexandria. Where is Alexandria? Alexandria is, is as crowded as Cairo. Is this true or false? This is false. So, as crowded as Cairo? No, it is not. So, how can I emphasize that it is not a similarity? Okay, I can just say not, yeah? It's not as crowded as Cairo. A little bit with more emphasis?
Absolutely.
Absolutely not. Okay, yeah, I accept it.
Nowhere else.
Very good. Nowhere, I would say nowhere near, yeah? Nowhere near. So Alexandria is nowhere near as crowded as Cairo. You could also say Alexandria is nothing like as crowded as Cairo. So yeah, just not, or also these two expressions to negate the similarity. Yeah, nowhere near as crowded, nothing like as crowded. Shall I? Okay, another thing that we can do is to make exact numerical comparisons. To make exact numerical comparisons. I'll give you an example. For example, Cairo's population is Alexandria's. Remember this technique, yeah? Not to repeat population, yeah? Okay, I could say, how would you say 10 veces más in English? Yeah? 10 times, I would say, that of, yeah? 10 times that of Alexandria's. 10 times or any number. Let's say X times, yeah? 10 times that of Alexandria's. 20 times that of Alexandria. 100 times that of Alexandria's. 10 times Alexandria's. The Cairo's population is 10 times Alexandria. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Yeah, informal, I would say. This would be some sort of ellipsis. Yeah, ellipsis. Another way, you could also say half. Yeah, but yeah, that of. I would add that of. Cairo's population is half that of Alexandria's. Half Alexandria's, some sort of ellipsis perhaps, but sounds better to me with the three things. Yeah, the three words. Half that of Alexandria's. X times that of Alexandria's. Yeah, this is to make an exact numerical comparison. You could also say, let me erase this, big as Alexandria. Cairo is as big as, let's say, Cairo is as big as Alexandria. But I want to be exact. Yeah? Cairo is as big as Alexandria.
Twice.
Very good. Twice as big. I want to be exact. Twice as big. I could also say 3 times as big, 4 times as big, 5 times as big. So X times. Yeah? 10 times as big as Alexandria. 20 times as big as Alexandria. You could also say half as. Yeah? Half. Half as big as Alexandria. Yeah? Half as big. So I'm making a comparison and I want to be exact. Yeah? So far so good. Can I raise it? Sorry?
No, 1/3 as big.
1/3 as big. I like it. Yeah, it works.
Remembering the book, the textbook.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, other ways of comparing and contrasting. Have a look. To join two contrasting clauses. To join two contrasting clauses. Have a look at this. For example, in Japan, people make noise when they drink. What is that? What is the word? Slurp. People slurp. In Japan, people slurp their soup. Yeah? Their soup. Comma. In Spain, people consider it rude. We need something here. Very good. Yeah, I'll give it to you in red. Whereas in Japan, people slurp their soup. In Spain, people consider it rude. More possibilities apart from whereas?
Why?
Very good. While in Japan, people slurp. In Spain, people consider it rude. One more possibility. I'll give you the beginning.
Well, well.
This is very formal, yeah? Very British, very formal. The same as while, yeah? Whilst in Japan, people slurp their soup. In Spain, people consider it rude or impolite. So, yeah. While, whereas, whilst. To join two contrasting clauses. Yeah, there is the function. To join two contrasting clauses. I'm looking for a black marker. It will show up at some point. I can do with blue and red for the moment. Okay, next. To introduce a similar fact or contrasting fact. This is the function, yeah? To introduce a similar or contrasting fact. I'll give you a sentence. I want you to help me complete it. We're going through a crisis now. This is the cost of living crisis, right? The cost of living crisis is soaring. What is the meaning of soaring? Going up dramatically, yeah? To soar. To soar, yeah? Go up dramatically. To soar, yeah? So the cost of living crisis is soaring, yeah? Soaring. Fuel prices are increasing. Fuel prices are increasing. Salaries are coming down. Okay, so here, am I introducing a similar fact or a contrasting fact?
Contrast.
Contrasting. Here, Well, no, similar one, yeah? Similar fact. The cost of living is soaring. The fuel prices are increasing. Fact, similar fact. Here, similar or contrasting fact? Contrasting fact. Salaries are coming down. Okay, so to introduce a similar fact, what would you say? The cost of living crisis is soaring. Fuel prices are increasing. Similarly, fuel prices are increasing. Another one? Jose? Likewise, fuel prices are increasing. So when I'm introducing a similar fact, I can use similarly, likewise. Now, a contrasting fact. Salaries are coming down. Likewise, otherwise, no. Otherwise would be different. It would be, yeah, I need this. Otherwise, blah, blah, blah. Yeah? Otherwise, blah, blah, blah. I could also say, well, the typical one. However, salaries are coming down. Almost there. By contrast, salaries are coming down. In comparison, salaries are coming down. Or another classic one. On the other hand, yeah, salaries are coming down. So remember, to introduce a similar fact, similarly, likewise. To introduce a contrasting fact, however, by contrast, in comparison, on the other hand. Yeah, all these things will make your writing, especially your writing, much better. About to finish. Just a couple of things. May I? Okay, to compare two nouns. To compare two nouns. Japan, Spain is not overpopulated. Japan, comma, Spain is not overpopulated. Okay, what do we need here? So, two nouns. Japan, noun number one. Spain, noun number two. I'm comparing this noun to this noun. Oops, I said a preposition. Compare to or compare with? Compare to or compare with? Compare to is okay. Compare with is also okay. So compare to Japan, Spain is not overpopulated. Compare with Japan, Spain is not overpopulated. Another way to say it? Preposition? In comparison to or in comparison with? In comparison to is okay. In comparison with, also okay. So when comparing two nouns, remember, yeah? Compare to Japan, Spain, blah, blah, blah. Compare with blah, blah, blah. In comparison to, in comparison with. Compare two nouns. Next, I'm getting very close to the end. Can I? Okay, the next thing is to express whether something is quite the same or different. Express, you okay, Maria? You can go have some water. Whether something is quite the same or different. Okay. Help me complete this sentence. Her father, she's a musician. Her father, she is a musician. Okay, if she's the same as her father, what would you say? Easy peasy. Like her father, she's a musician. If she was not like her father, unlike her father, she's a musician. Okay, have a look at this. If I say, have a look at this sentence. Her father, comma, he, and he is referring to her father, the same person. He's very protective. What do I need here? And remember, this he is referring to her father, the same person. Point for you. As her father, he's very protective. So what do I mean when I say as her father? I mean in the role of, In the role of her father, he is very protective. As, in the role of. What am I doing with as? What am I doing with like and unlike? Express whether something is quite the same or different. Like, unlike. Especially this. Like, unlike. And the last one, I promise. The last one. Can I? Oh yeah, we have time. we have time. Another way to state comparison or similarity. Okay, other ways, Other ways. Spain and Japan. Longevity. Would you say that Spain and Japan are similar or dissimilar in terms of longevity? Similar or dissimilar? Quite similar, The life expectancy is very high in both countries. So one useful way of putting this is simply saying are similar in terms of, Are similar in terms of, Are similar in terms of. Another way, Spain and Japan. One country, One country is more. Can you think of a difference between Japan and Spain at the moment, right now?
Different.
One country is more polluted than the other? Thank you. One country is more polluted than the other. So, Spain and Japan, how would you say difieren en qué? Differ. Differ in that. Differ in that one country is more populated than the other, and this is a clause. This is a clause. Differ in that, and then clause with subject and predicate. Are similar in terms of, and then after this, what do I need? A noun. Similar in terms of, noun. Differ in that, clause. And this is the end of this wonderful explanation that has taken